Hi, Penny Hill with calmhealthease.com or Tapping for Stress Relief. I wanted to expand on the idea of don't let your brain mislead you. Your brain is a wonderful tool, and mostly what it wants to do is keep you safe. Now, from an experience of someone being in a body and having a brain, we tend to identify with the brain, right? All of the thoughts that are going on in our mind are generating feelings we feel in our body, and that's who we identify as. But that's not who you are. You are having thoughts. You are having feelings. They are things that happen within you. So, first of all, you're not your thoughts and you're not your feelings, but you definitely have them. And when I say don't be misled by your brain, this is what I mean. Your brain's job, as it sees it, is to keep you safe in this 3D world. So it has learned to code every single second of your existence. And if anything is happening that seems in any way dangerous or of note, it codes that into your nervous system. So even if you're doing something as simple as having a thought like, I'm going to go to the grocery store, your nervous system is bringing up all sorts of information about what that might mean. Is the car in good order? Am I going to run into that person at the store that maybe makes me uncomfortable or that I don't want to see? Do I have the list? Do I have the money to buy what I need? You can see how there are so many aspects to be thought or felt about something so simple as just going to the grocery store. So we tend to, as I said, identify with all these thoughts and feelings. But this is where the brilliance of EFT comes in. Now, there are a lot of those feelings and thoughts that are neutral or very positive, and we don't have to worry about those. What we want to identify are the things that kind of go, in our nervous system. Make our tummy tighten up just a little bit. Give us just a little pressure on the chest. Maybe a little twinge in the head when we think about that person or that event. These are the subtle signals in our body that there is some stress stored from a previous coding. And most of this we're unaware of, right? And a lot of it, we really weren't even making conscious memories when this got coded into our nervous system. In fact, it goes back so far that we don't even remember a time when we didn't think those thoughts or feel those feelings. They have just become what we believe is us. It's just who I am, right? How many times have you said that? Oh, I don't like to go there or do that. It's just how I am. And that may or may not be true. But what is true is that it is how you have learned to be. Now, you may have accepted that and go, yeah, I like that about me. And that works for you. That's great. But then there's other times when that's just how I am might be holding you back. And these are the things we want to change, and this is where tapping comes in. Tapping is such a brilliant tool because you don't need to know the story. You don't need to use your conscious mind to go travel back in time. Your conscious mind, is that what I said? To travel back in time to figure out what was the event that happened that made me feel this way. No. I mean, we do, and that's a lot of how people work, and it's very effective. But you can just work with the energy in your body. Your body and your mind knows what that sensation represents. And whether you consciously know it or not, it is being offered up to be let go. Your nervous system does not want to be carrying all of this heavy weight around. So it's constantly offering up little things and reminding you, oh, there's this little bit of negativity, this little bit of stress, this little bit of anxiety. We could let that go. We don't really need it anymore. And so when we stop reacting to every thought and every feeling as if it's us, and it is part of our story, but our story, again, is not who we are. The story is what our mind is believing, what our brain has told us is who we are. But I'd like to suggest that there is a whole nother level of you beyond your thoughts and beyond your feelings, beyond this tool that you are using. And that's a bigger, more exciting conversation that we could have at another time. So the long and the short of what I'd like to say about don't let your mind mislead you is, you've heard this expression, don't believe everything that you think? Exactly. Examine everything. Does that serve me anymore? Do I need to be anxious every time I think about going to the store? Do I need to feel that stress every time I think about that person? Or can I let that go? Can I change that painful memory into a plain memory? And tapping can do this and do it brilliantly. And this is what I love to do with people. It's an exploration, isn't it? It's the adventure of living. All right? Right now, perhaps your suitcases are full of things that you don't really need anymore. And if you got rid of all that stuff, imagine what you'd have room for. The joy and the creativity and the health. That's a good thought. I would love to help you if you are interested in getting your brains and your mind's control over you lifted a little bit and finding out who you really are and who you were born to be. All right, if I can help you, please give me a call, and I wish for you a joyful heart. Be well.